Good evening, everyone, from McCrory Gymnasium on the Bear River campus. It's CIF, Sac-Joaquin Sectional Playoffs. Division III, first round. Tonight we've got the Bear River Bruins against the Vanden Vikings right here on the Nevada County Game of the Week. And good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Wall along with Jen Krill for this first round Sac-Joaquin sectional playoff against the Bear River Bruins and a young team from Vacaville, the Vanden Vikings. Jen, do you know anything about the Vanden Vikings?
You know, actually, I don't know a whole lot. I've read a little bit about them in the paper, and they're a pretty athletic team. They're a little bit young, and I think Bear River is going to be able to take advantage of them tonight with their full court pressure. They should be able to get a lot of turnovers, and size-wise, Bear River actually matches up pretty good.
In this section, we've got 16 teams in this playoff. Vanden is carrying the number 12 seed, where Bear River is the 5th seed. Bear River is also in the pairings with the number 1 team, Sheldon. So sooner or later, they'll have to get to a point where they've got to play that number 1 team if they want to get to Arco Arena next Friday.
Yeah, and I think next Friday is when all the section championship games are, and I think Nevada Union, hopefully Nevada Union and Bear River will both be playing down there.
Sheldon is seeded number 1. Del Oro, interestingly enough, who was a co-champion of our division this year, co-champions with the Bruins, has got that number 2 seeding, followed by Sonora, number 3, Center, number 4, and then Bear River, number 5.
Yeah, they're in a pretty tough league, and you know, it shows right there with Del Oro and Bear River being in the top 5 seeds. It shows just what a tough league they play in, and they were rewarded with some high seeds.
There's a possibility that Bear River could play a second home game. The way the seedings are, they would have to play probably Sierra, who would have to beat number 4 seeded Center to play back here at McCrory Gymnasium on the 25th. Other than that, the game would probably have to go to Center, number 4, and then from there they go to Galt High School on March 2nd, and then March 5th to Arco Arena.
Yeah, and actually it's kind of interesting when you look at the brackets now. They play tonight, Tuesday, then they play Thursday the 25th, and they play again on the 2nd and the 5th. And I remember when we played in the section playoffs, we played on a Tuesday, we had a game break on Wednesday, and then we played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it was a little tougher then because you didn't have time to prepare, and it's kind of nice for Coach Gansky and the Bruins to be able to have those days in between to prepare for the upcoming game.
Yeah, February 25th, of course, that would be Thursday. And then March 2nd, Tuesday. So they could have, literally have 5 days to prepare until the 2nd to go to Galt. But even still, a couple of days. This Center team, did we play the Center team this year? Where's that Center team from? Are you familiar with them?
You know, actually, I'm not so sure they did play Center.
We're going to check that for you, ladies and gentlemen. We were just given the programs for tonight. Again, we've got 16 teams, the number 1 seed being Sheldon, the 16 seed being Marysville, followed by the 15 seed Oakdale, 14 seed Highlands, moving up to the 13 seed Sierra. Of course, tonight the team that Bear River's playing, Vanden, is the 12th seed, followed by Miraloma, 11, Livingston, 10, Manteca, 9, Natomas, the 8th seed. 7th seed goes to Mesa Verde. 6th seed is St. Francis, and then, of course, Bear River.
And actually, Mark, to answer your question, I was just looking here through the program, and Bear River did play center back on December 1st, and they lost to center by 5 points. And I remember now hearing that that was a pretty good game, and I know that Bear River would love to have their revenge against those guys. And, you know, I think Bear River is a tough team this year, and they could come out on top in that game.
Well, center is certainly an opportunity for them, but we've got to get past these Vanden girls tonight. They've come in from Vacaville, which is, I guess, about 100 miles from Bear River. We should be getting ready to go at about 7:30. Of course, everyone who's watching this game tonight, it'll be on at probably midnight or Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It's the only time we're going to broadcast this game.
Well, you know, down in the Bay Area, I think we'll notice tonight it's kind of a different style of basketball. I think you'll see a lot more street-style basketball, a little more freelancing, not so much structured offense. I don't even know if they full-court press, and I think that's where Bear River will probably have the advantage tonight because they're a well-disciplined, well-coached team, and they work really well as a team, and they have a lot of teamwork. They pass well, they set screens, they play good team defense, and I think that's probably where we'll see Bear River be able to take advantage of Vanden tonight.
Vanden doesn't appear to have any really big gals on the team. So height is not something we'll have to deal with. It doesn't look like too much anyway. Well, everyone's warming up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
The Nevada County Game of the Week is underwritten by the following merchants.
Liberty Motors, next to the Pine Creek Center. Liberty Motors is your locally owned and operated Dodge dealer. Come and test drive the new 99 Dodge Durango. For great financing, service, and selection, it's Liberty Motors.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals, behind the Sand Mounds on the Bar Meadows Road. Hanson Brothers Construction has years of experience for projects large and small. Hanson Brothers Construction. Sherry
DeJaneiro, your real estate professional at Century 21 Davis Realty. For your real estate needs, call Sherry DeJaneiro, 273-1848.
And the Little Red Schoolhouse Educational Supply Store. The new used curriculum department is now open and ready to receive items and save you 50% on great books and supplies. The Little Red Schoolhouse is your partner in education.
Sierra Care Physicians, your healthcare specialist in Nevada County with 4 locations to serve you, including Lake of the Pines, featuring Catherine Stevens, your women's healthcare specialist.
The House of Print and Copy, the official print and copy store of the Game of the Week. 11501 Nevada City Highway. The House of Print and Copy, 273-1000.
And High Sierra Divers, enjoy the world of scuba diving today. Get your lessons, equipment, and supplies from High Sierra Divers in Auburn. Call 823-6757. And of course, as always, Touchdown Productions, who brings you the Game of the Week, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, wrestling, baseball. Touchdown Productions has got it all. But tonight, we're here at McCrory Gymnasium, where it's a first-round playoff game between the Bear River Bruins and the Vanden Vikings. If you're just joining us, Vanden is a Division III school from the Vacaville area, which is about 30 miles west of Sacramento, if you're not familiar with it. I know Vacaville because it's a great place to shop.
Of course, it's got the outlets, and hey, whatever you got.
That's where everybody goes to shop. Anyway, both teams are out. You're looking at a state banner right now, State Division IV football champions, 91 through 94. And you'll notice throughout the night all the banners here at McCrory Stadium. Bear River, for a small community, really puts out some great teams, don't they?
Yeah, and actually that's the great thing about this entire community is, you know, Bear River hasn't been open more than 10 years, and really between Bear River and Nevada Union, they really bring a lot of championships and a lot of competitive sports. I mean, from volleyball to basketball to football to baseball. I mean, it's actually amazing that such a small community can have such great athletes and bring championships and league championships, section championships over and over and year after year. It's great. And I think it really helps, from my perspective, especially as being an ex-athlete in the community, is the support from the community, not just the schools, but from throughout the community, really helps.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching this game. It's already Wednesday night, but we will be broadcasting the first Nevada Union game on Thursday night.
Which is actually going to be their second round game. They're also playing tonight.
Oh, they are playing tonight. Do you know who they're playing tonight and who they may play on Thursday?
Let me see. Tonight, Nevada Union is playing against Johansson, and they will either play against Ponderosa, who's the number 7 seed, or against Fairfield, who, as most people in the community will remember, a few years ago, that was quite a rivalry in the section playoffs for about 2 or 3 years in a row. Fairfield and Nevada Union were competing. They were the top teams in the section for probably 2 or 3 years. And so if they meet up again, it'll be quite a grudge match.
It's interesting. We get a lot of our information about these games out of the newspaper, and they're already assuming that we will be playing Thursday night.
Well, and it is kind of crazy. I mean, you have the top 8 teams seeded in the section playing against the lower 8, and Nevada Union is the number 2 seed, so they're fortunate to play the number 15 seed, and you do kind of take it for granted. They're still going to have to come out and play well to win, but they can get by with an average night and probably still beat Johansson tonight, so we should see them playing on Thursday, just like we should see Bear River playing Thursday as well.
Okay, right now I think Gilbert's got Coach Gansky on the floor. Gilbert, are you there?
Yeah, I am, Mark. Thanks a lot, Mark. Thanks a lot, Jen. I am Coach Gansky. Congratulations, Coach, on another playoff appearance.
Well, thanks. It's really exciting to be here.
That's it?
That's it. No, I got more to say. It's senior night. We're really always enjoy giving the seniors the recognition that they're very deserving of. They've worked hard. Most of these kids have been, in fact, I think all 6 of these seniors have been here all 4 years and went through our junior high program. So this is a kind of culminating night for them, a long career at Bear River and a very successful one. It's exciting to see them get acknowledged for that.
Now, I know earlier in the season you were saying that every team develops its own personality, and you've seen a lot of different teams over the years. You're at the end of the season now, you're into the playoffs. Has this team received its personality?
Well, absolutely. I feel really comfortable with this team. I know how they respond to me. I know how they're going to respond to situations in the game. It's a fun group. I really like this team. It's fun to coach. They're exciting to watch.
And you want us to turn around looking
I think our
Casey.
2 senior captains, Bryant and Picard, have just done a phenomenal job stepping up here. Picard's had career nights, 2 out of the last 3 games. Bryant has been solid all year long. They've developed a personality where those 2 are dependable, and they're carrying the load for the team. And we got a lot of players that filled their roles admirably. Jane Boyer, Becca Hobbs, Jaws and Krill. We've split the point guard time between Krill and Eisenhower, and they've accepted that role and done a great job. So I'm real comfortable with the way this team's established their personality, and I happen to like it.
Where do you think the turning point was in the season for you guys?
Well, it certainly was the win over at Del Oro. I mean, it was a crucial game. We just lost to Granite Bay, and then we lost on it Saturday to Nevada Union, and it was do or die time for us. We had to win, or we were out of the hunt for a league championship. We were going to Del Oro, who hadn't lost yet, and we beat them. We played a great game. Kids stepped up, played phenomenal, really dominated the game, and ever since then, I just felt like we've played consistent. We played with confidence, and we act like we belong out there with every opponent. And the kids believe they can win, and it's been a big change since that Del Oro game. Big win for us.
Now, number 5 in the power rankings, that gives you the home game tonight. More than likely, you'll be on the road on Thursday. Do you think that's about where the team should be, number 5, or do you think it deserves to be a little bit higher?
Well, certainly, I think when you win a league championship, even though ours was shared, we are league champions with Del Oro. Del Oro's the number 2 seed. We're number 5. That doesn't seem to have much logic to it. But it's all mathematics. They put a bunch of numbers in. They had a better preseason than we had. I mean, you can sit here and argue till you're blue in the face. We probably had a tougher schedule than they had, but they won the games and we didn't. So basically on their preseason, they get the higher ranking. But it's nobody's decision. It really is all out mathematical. I could show you the numbers, and that's the way it came out. Nobody got flipped or switched. Numbers came out with us number 5. You know, Sheldon got the number 1 ranking, and I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense either. They had the same record as us and not as high a winning percentage in league, but they get rewarded for playing in a Division I league. They multiply their winning percentage by a higher factor, so it's the way it comes out. Not real happy about it, but, you know, I understand it.
Well, at least you're here. You get the 1 home game. And what a great season for all of Bear River. You have the boys involved in the playoffs and the girls involved in the playoffs. Have you talked to Jack? He must be excited about that.
Oh, absolutely. It's always big when both your boys and girls team get to go to the playoffs. These two teams are real close. We support each other. And win or lose, we're going to all be out here tomorrow night supporting the boys.
Okay, well, listen. I want to wish you all the best in the playoffs. As I was telling you prior to the telecast, we've received permission to shoot your final game at Arco Arena. We sure hope you guys make it that far.
Hey, if you're shooting us at Arco Arena, we're going to be really happy.
Well, that goes for both of us.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thanks for a great season. Coach Dwayne Gansky right there saying the team has, really received his personality, and they are there on a roll here. And naturally, every year here, every season at Bear River, they expect big things from their basketball program, especially the girl program, the defending SFL champions, and this year co-champions with Del Oro. So it's up to them how far they want to go in the playoffs. We wish them all the best. We're looking for an exciting game today. They should... I think they should easily handle Vanden, though, and I think Jen and Mark would agree with me. They're in the lower bracket, and they had to travel a long way. But as we saw last year when Bear River finally lost after going 33-0, that team traveled a long way to get here also. So, it's a long bus ride home if you lose, and it's a short bus ride home if you win. But in any event, we're here. We're covering the game for you, our loyal fans of the Nevada County Game of the Week. Remember, on Saturday, we'll have the Nevada Union game that's going to be on Thursday. Should Nevada Union win tonight, which we are assuming that they're going to, they're playing the number 15 team up at the West Gym. We'll have that game for you on Saturday. And Touchdown Productions has received exclusive permission from the CIF and Arco Arena to bring you those final championship games from Arco Arena, should they get that far. So keep your fingers crossed. In the meantime, we got great basketball action tonight and Saturday for you. So let's throw it back over to Mark and Jen for some few pregame words. And tonight is senior night. We're going to be meeting all the seniors, so it's a very exciting night here in McCrory Gymnasium. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Gilbert. It's a good opportunity that if the Bruins win tonight and Center loses, they'll be playing at home here Thursday night against Sierra. So they could play here at home the next couple of nights.
That's true. It's not very likely, though, that will happen. They are the top-rated team, and that would surely be a big upset if that was to happen.
Center's a fourth seed playing a 13 seed in Sierra. So.
Jen, what kind of emotion goes through the players during this playoff period? What kind of emotion are the players feeling?
Well, if you're a junior, you probably don't have much, if any, playoff experience, so you're a little nervous, a little more than the seniors. At the same time, if you're seniors, you have the experience and you're excited because playoffs are starting, and this is what you play all year for. I mean, yeah, you want to win the league championships and all that, and they were co-champions, but as a player, you want to win the section championship, and you want to move on and possibly play for the states. So I think they're nervous, they're excited, but they'll be ready to play.
Okay, well, they're all ready for the house announcements. Let's tune in, guys.
Okay, thank you, Gilbert. Right now, the referee's out talking to the captains and co-captains of the teams. We should have the starting lineup shortly. I also think tonight is, I thought was senior night, but apparently we're not going to. Yes, we are going to have senior night, as I can see the moms and dads lined up over on the side.
Tonight is senior night for the Bruins in recognition of 6th grade senior basketball players, we'd like to individually introduce our senior class on the Bear River team. Number 10, Liz Power.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the presentation of the seniors. This will be very probably their last home game.
Number 12, Jessica Picard.
Liz Eisenhower with her mom and dad. Jessica Picard with her dad. Tawny Halverson with her mom and dad.
Number 30, Chelsea Bryan. Escorted by
Chelsea Bryan, number 30, accompanied by her mom and dad. So
number 32, Kelly Campbell. Escorted by her parents, mom, and
Kelly Campbell, number 32, with her mom and dad.
number 23, Jocelyn Corral.
And Jocelyn Carell, number 33, with her folks. So these are your seniors for the Bear River Bruins playing probably their last home game tonight. Jen, is this really emotional for these players to be here, knowing it's probably their last home game? It's their senior year.
You know, it is all through the whole entire day and all through warm-ups you're thinking about it, and you know, as soon as the ball goes up, it does not cross your mind. The only other time you might think about it is at the end of the game if you got a big lead and you get to have fun the last couple minutes, and that's the best thing you can ask for.
A lot of fun memories for these young gals playing here at McCrory Gymnasium for the last 3 or 4 years.
The overall season record is 21 wins, 7 losses.
We should have the starting lineups for both teams here shortly. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is the first round playoffs for the Lady Bruins. Playing against the team from Vacaville tonight, the Vikings. Vanden High School, which is in the Vacaville area.
Number 10, Mitzi Moody. At the forwards, number 5, Kim Tickner.
So for the Vanden Vikings, we've got number 3, Marcy Taylor, who's a guard. Number 5, Kim Tigner, who's a forward. Number 10, Mitzi Moody, who's a guard. Number 20, April Henry, who's a guard. And number 22, Jamila Ziegler, will be the center for the Vikings tonight. And now your Bear River Bruins. Number 12, Jessica Picard. Jocelyn Carell, number 33. Jane Boyer, number 11. Becca Hobbs starting tonight, number 24. And the leader of this team, Chelsea Bryant, number 30. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll all stand now for our national anthem.
Bear River Senior, Evan Brianza.
place isn't packed tonight, but it's going to be loud. I can guarantee you that. Vikings are on the floor. They're ready to get it on. Chelsea Bryant will tip it off against Henry. That's April Henry, number 20. Chelsea Bryant, Jane Bryant, Jane Boyer, Picard, and Halverson. Chip goes to the Vikings. Taylor gets it inside to Henry. Henry looking to get it into the middle. Oh, nice save. Back out to Henry. Henry all the way back out to Taylor. They're really working hard to get it inside.
Well, and you can see, Mark, right there, Bear River's starting off in their tough man-to-man defense, putting a lot of pressure on the ball, but number 3, Marcy Taylor, was able to penetrate to the basket, and looked like Jane Boyer did a good job of getting over there. Almost threw the charge, but just didn't quite get her feet set in time. Looks like Jocelyn Carell might have gotten called for the foul there as Taylor got past her.
Taylor makes the first one. And she makes the second one.
I think Vanden did just what they want to do tonight, is they want to penetrate to the basket, take advantage of their athleticism, and Bear River's going to have to play some good, tough team defense again tonight.
Picard from way out, just off the back of the rim. Henry looking to get it inside. She does. High off the glass. Oh, and they get their own rebound.
And that's 2 quick fouls there on Jocelyn Carell, and she's going to have to come out of this game early. And that's something that Coach Gansky definitely does not want to see this early in the ball game. But we're not even a minute into the game. And, you know, it kind of resulted there because she let Taylor get around her for the offensive board instead of boxing her out early. But it's a lot easier in hindsight.
So Marcy Taylor will shoot 2 more early on. Makes the first one. Less than a minute in the game, 3-0. Marcy Taylor has all 3 points. Liz Eisenhower comes in the game now. Jocelyn Carell sits down with 2 fouls early on. And the second one's good. So Eisenhower brings the ball up for the Bruins. She'll get it to Jane. Jane out to Picard. Picard looking inside. Chelsea Bryant all the way across court to Eisenhower. At the top, Bryant. All the way across. Oh, nice pass inside to Bryant. All the way across to Picard. She'll take it in. And it goes.
That's a good job by Bear River to be patient right there. That's what you want to do against a zone, is pass the ball around, and then they were able to penetrate as soon as they got that zone moving around. Bear River's doing a good job of being aggressive right now on defense, but they also want to be careful not to be too aggressive and get called for too many fouls early in this game.
Ooh, Vanden takes it hard to the hole. No good. Oh, it's stolen away by number 5 over to Henry, number 20. Off the front. Boy, their Vikings are just hitting it hard off the back glass.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of continuing to crash the offensive boards, though, and that's going to give them a lot of second shot opportunities. Bear River's going to have to find a body and box some people out, keep them from getting those rebounds.
So Vikings will take a timeout here with 6:35 left in this first period of play. 4-2, Vikings. I've noticed 3 shots went up by the Vikings, and all of them have been high off the glass. Is there
Well, you know, a lot of times when you're nervous in a game, your shots are either going to be really short or really long. And that one shot that Taylor took, she was trying to go high off glass, trying to get a little height on her shot to keep her shot from being blocked. But that's not real unusual in these games, to be a little hyper, a little excited, and put a little too much on your shots.
Moody will bring the ball in for the Vikings. Moody all the way out to Taylor. Taylor, they're really trying to get that ball inside. Oh, nice shot.
We can see right off, Taylor is definitely going to be their go-to person tonight. She's been penetrating every time down the floor, and she's taken shots all 3 times now.
Inside to Jane Bryant. Oh, has it blocked from behind. Henry brings it in hard. She wanted to go inside. She couldn't get it there. Inside to number 10. Underneath number 5 to Tigner. May have had a block. Eisenhower bring it up. Over to Boyer. Boyer all over to Picard. Picard in the corner.
Good skip
Eisenhower
pass by
back
Chelsea
out.
Bryant right
Jane
there.
wants a shot. All the way around. Eisenhower up for 3. No.
Now see, that's something that Bear River needs to do right there. When that shot goes up, they need to have 3 and 4 people in there going for the rebound. That's exactly what Vanden's been doing right now. And that was a great charge taken right there by number 24, Becca Hobbs. That was a great defensive play right there.
Hobbs takes the charge from Moody. The ball went high off the glass. Bruins have the ball, 6-2. Eisenhower sets a play up to Picard. Over to Jane Boyer. In the middle, Bryant all the way across back over. Eisenhower back to Picard. Picard looking to take a shot. Gets it over to Jane. Oh, it's good.
Bear River's doing a good job against that zone defense, not just making passes, but looking for the skip pass. That was a great
Stolen
job.
away by Chelsea Bryant. She's got Picard all the way open. Knocked away by Taylor. Great defense. So Jane Boyer will bring it in. Marcy Taylor knocked that out. It was a sure 2 points for Picard. All the way out. Chelsea Bryant off the front of the rim. Oh, nice rebound by Picard. 10-footer's good.
That was a good job of Picard right there to crash the offensive boards, come up with the loose ball, and put in that shot.
That's Marcy Taylor again, Jen.
Yeah, she looks like a great athlete out there. She's quick, she's fast, she can jump, she has good ball sense, and she's definitely their go-to person right now.
Well, Picard trying to get it inside. It was tipped out. Vikings ball. Henry will look at it again. Oh, nice tip by Jane Boyer. Jane looks to take it in. She's going to. Puts it up. Henry down at the other end. Oh, nice bounce pass to number 22. Doesn't go.
Good rebound by Chelsea Bryant right there.
Oh, nice easy look. Oh, misses the... Jessica Picard had an open shot.
Yeah, I think she noticed she was so wide open that she just didn't give enough legs and left that shot a little short.
Tigner now looking to move it in for the Vikings. Oh, nice steal by Eisenhower. She should take it all the way. Eisenhower hits it high off the glass, and she gets hammered underneath.
It's kind of a weird delayed call by that referee right there. It looked like Eisenhower got hammered on the shot, and he just kind of stood there and watched and blew his whistle a little late, but she did a good job of protecting the ball enough to where she could get a lot of body contact and get the foul call.
So that foul will be called on Marcy Taylor, number 3, who's got all 8 points for the Vikings.
Yeah, she's been their high scorer all year, and she's a great athlete. And that's something that Bear River's going to have to focus on, is they want to try to keep the ball out of her hands as much as possible. They don't want her to be able to penetrate to the basket. And anytime a shot goes up by anyone else, they need to get a body on her. Whoever's guarding her, they need to turn around, box her out, and not let her come up with those rebounds.
Well, 4 baskets, 2 inside and 2 outside. She's got game.
Oh, she's definitely got game. And she's a lot quicker than most of these girls on Bear River. And that's something that Coach Gansky, I'm sure, is addressing in his timeout, is instead of giving her the opportunity to beat you, just keep her from getting the ball. Just deny the ball from her, and just don't let her get the ball in her hands, and you should be okay.
So Liz Eisenhower will shoot 2. She makes the first one. And the second. So Eisenhower makes both free throws. Marcy Taylor's got the ball, but she lost it. Turnover to Becca Hobbs. Oh, and Jessica Picard gets hammered from behind.
And you know, that's 2 fouls on Marcy Taylor now. It looked like that one was on her.
Foul number 30.
So Jessica will shoot 2. 9-8. Bruins. 3:39 left in the first period. She makes the first one. 10-8 now. Misses the second. Vikings will bring the ball down. Moody looking to take it inside. Oh, could have dribbled. Didn't get called for it. Gets it inside. To number 22. Ziegler. Okay, Picard looking to get inside. There's Al. Oh! Eisenhower from outside, off the front of the rim. Becca Hobbs had a shot, but she dished it back outside. All the way up. Henry. Hard and a charge again.
That was a great play by Chelsea Bryant right there. She hustled back on defense. She got her feet planted right on the blocks just outside the key. Set herself and was able to take the charge. And that, as a coach, that is your favorite play. Someone hustling back on defense, getting set, and making the smart play.
So for the Bruins, we've got Boyer, Becca Hobbs, Jessica Picard, Eisenhower, Chelsea Bryant. Picard, Bryant in the corner. Back out to Picard. Jane looking for something. Eisenhower back to Boyer. Boyer right at the top. All the way across to Picard. They're moving that ball around. Picard takes it to the hole. Becca Hobbs got the rebound, but she got hit. So she'll shoot 2.
Vikings foul number 23, Nicole Elliott. At the line, Becca Hobbs.
Foul's called on number 23, Nicole Elliott. That's her first.
You know, I haven't seen Bear River do it a lot this year, but Coach Gansky might switch his defense back into his zone right here to try to eliminate some of that penetration. It kind of allows his team a little bit more help on defense and eliminates the one-on-one isolations.
So Becca makes the back end of 2. 11-10 now, Bruins. Looking to get that ball to Henry inside to 23. Oh, easy layup. Elliott just put it right up. Oh, that's tipped. Becca Hobbs grabs it in the corner. She's got 2 players on her. Jane Boyer's got it, looking to get it into Chelsea Bryant. Chelsea back to Picard for 3. Off the back of the rim. Nice rebound by Eisenhower, who misses her shot. Marcy Taylor had an opportunity, didn't take it. Out to number 23. Looking to get it back inside. No one's open. Gets it back. Oh, stolen away by Chelsea. She'll take it all the way to the basket. If she doesn't get hammered, she does, then she gets the basket.
Chelsea did a great job right there. She accelerated ahead of the defense and at the last second slowed down just enough to draw contact, shielded the ball, and was able to knock the bucket down and get the foul call.
She seemed like she almost set that up.
She did, and you know, that's such a smart play. You don't want to let the defense totally catch up to where they can get the ball and not allow you to make the basket and get the foul, but she did a perfect job right there after a great defensive play to get the steal.
And she makes the third point opportunity. 14-12 now, Lady Bruins. 1:46 left in the first period. Moody's got the ball, almost had it stolen by Eisenhower. Back over to Taylor. Taylor with 3 girls all over her. Jane Boyer knocked it out. Marcy Taylor will bring it back in for the Vikings. Tigner's in the backcourt. She'll get the ball back to Taylor. Taylor all the way outside to Moody. Moody looking to take it to the basket. Gets it inside. Air ball. Becca Hobbs is flying down the court, looking for somebody. She got Eisenhower back out. Now they'll reset the play. Inside to Nicole Fry, who takes a shot and hits it.
That's a big shot right there by your sophomore. That is a great shot by Nicole Fry. And then a great play on the defensive end to take another charge.
That's the third charge.
Well, you know what? Vanden is so aggressive at driving to the basket. That's exactly what Bear River has to do on defense. They need to get their feet in the right position, get there early, get set, and take the charges. They're doing a great job right now. That's 3 in the first quarter, and that is a great, great defensive job by Bear River.
17-12 now, Lady Bruins with 1:03 left in the first period. Becca Hobbs brings it into Eisenhower. Eisenhower over to Boyer. Boyer looking inside to Hobbs, back outside to Eisenhower. Boyer from the top. Oh, off the front of the rim. She gets her own rebound. Off her feet, back out to Eisenhower, all the way across. Nicole Fry. Back to Eisenhower now. Looking to get it inside. Oh! Nicole Fry tried to get it into Moody, but it looks like she kicked the ball, Jen.
Yeah, Nicole just needs to get a little ball fake right there and then pass around the defense, but they got the ball back. There's nothing hurt.
Kelly Campbell in the game now. Number 20. Number 32. All the way across to Eisenhower. Back out to Becca Hobbs is at the top. Gets it across to Eisenhower. From the top, Becca Hobbs off the back of the rim.
Looks like Tawny got called for over the back right there. She did a good job of being aggressive and going to the boards. That's what Bear River needs right now, is they need to crash the offensive boards. Just didn't have good position right there and had to go over the back.
We've got Eisenhower, Tawny Halverson, Becca Hobbs still in the game. Nicole Fry. And Campbell. Henry getting inside to Marcia Taylor. She hits it. 10 points for Marcy Taylor. Kelly Campbell looking to get it inside. Couldn't do it. Over to Fry. And that's the end of the first period.
Yeah, they had no shot clock awareness right there. They kind of need to be a little more aware that the clock was running down. Try to get a shot off just to end the quarter, but no big deal. They start the second quarter off with the ball, so nothing hurt.
The Nevada County Game of the Week is underwritten by the following merchants.
Gene Lehman at Century 21 Davis Realty for Real Estate Solutions. Remember, Gene Lehman at 477-0296.
The House of Print and Copy, the print shop that thinks it's a copy store. 11501 Nevada City Highway. The House of Print and Copy, 273-1000.
Liberty Motors, your official Dodge dealer, locally owned, operated, and responsive to your automotive needs. Come and test drive the new 99 Dodge Durango. It's Liberty Motors next to the Pine Creek Center.
High Sierra Divers, enjoy the beautiful, majestic world of scuba diving today. Get your lessons, equipment, and supplies from High Sierra Divers. Phone 823-6757.
Tony's Tree Service, from trimming to removal, firewood to Christmas trees. Tony's Tree Service does it all, including Tony's new cappuccino bar. Call Tony's today for more information.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals, behind the Sound Mounds on the Bar Meadows Road. Hanson Brothers has the experience and tools you need to do the job right. Hanson Brothers and HBE Rentals.
Sierra Care Physicians, your healthcare specialist with 4 locations to serve you in Nevada County, Nevada City, Grass Valley, Whispering Pines, and Lake of the Pines. Sierra Care Physicians.
The Little Red Schoolhouse Educational Supply Store. Bring your used curriculum to the Little Red Schoolhouse and get cash or credit today. The Little Red Schoolhouse Educational Supply Store, your partner in education.
And, of course, Touchdown Productions, where every week we bring you the game of the week. And tonight, we're in a first-round playoff game here at the McCrory Gymnasium, where the Lady Bruins are taking on the Vacaville Vanden Vikings in a first-round playoff.
Well, Mark, I don't know if you just saw that play right there. Tawny Halverson made a great hustle play to come up with a loose ball right there, and Marcy Taylor got called for a third personal foul. Looks like she's going to have to go to the bench for a little while. She's only got 2 fouls left. Her coach doesn't want her to get her 4th here, so she's going to have to sit for a few minutes, and that's really going to be to Bear River's advantage.
And in fact, she does go out of the game. She's replaced by number 40, Shayna Kane. Moody's got the ball again. Throws up a desperate shot. Gets it to go. I thought she might have traveled on that little spin turn.
Looked like she might have gotten away with the travel, but it also looked like, I'm not sure who had position there on that foul. It looks like it was Tawny Halverson. It looks like if she might have been able to take a flop right there, she might have gotten another charging call against Vanden, but
17-17 now. Oh, looks, gets it inside to Campbell. Nice move.
Great passing right there by Bear River.
Pass all the way to Henry, inside to number 22, Ziegler. Nobody's on her.
Looked like they had a little mix-up there in the rotation. Vanden had 2 people back, and Bear River had no defenders. That's definitely something that you don't want.
Kelly Campbell, that's good. Moody gets hammered by Chelsea Bryan.
And that's something that Coach Gansky doesn't want either. He doesn't need Chelsea Bryan getting into foul trouble early in this game. She's got 2. He's going to take her out for a while. We should see her later on in the second quarter. But you definitely don't want her to pick up her 3rd here before the second half.
Kind of a meaningless foul at half court.
Yeah, you don't. It's kind of a tough spot. You don't want to have your big person out there defending a guard, but she's such a good defender that you need her out there.
Mitzi Moody throws up a 3 that goes in for the Vikings. It's now 22-22.
But you know, Mark, I didn't hear her call glass on that one, did you?
It was a pretty shot. Jocelyn Carell back in the game now for the Lady Bruins, number 33. Carell, Picard, Campbell, Fry, Tawny Halverson for the Lady Bruins. Inside to Henry. She takes it right in. Oh! Should have had the basket. Ziegler got the rebound. Taken away by Jessica Picard. She's taken all the way down. There's 2 Vikings on her. It doesn't matter. It goes in. What a shot.
You know, Jessica Picard does a lot of the little things for Bear River that they need to win games. Right there, she came down with a tough rebound. You know, she's not big and she doesn't have a lot of hops, but she's just tough down there. And a lot of rebounding is about desire. And she really wanted to come out with that ball, pulled it down, went the length of the floor, baited the defense just enough, drew contact, still got a good look at the basket, and was able to knock it down and get the foul.
Oh, off the front of the rim. And Tawny Halverson gets the rebound. Oh. Everybody's on the floor fighting for it. Picard gets it outside to Campbell. What a little fake. Looks like she got called for a travel. That's quite a fake she put on that Viking player.
It was. She almost faked herself out there. Picked her back pivot foot up a little bit early, but you know, it was a good up fake. That's what you want to do.
Kane to Moody. Moody to Henry. Back to Moody. Looking to get that ball inside. She's been hounded by this defense. Oh, there's Henry underneath. Off the front of the rim. Looks like they'll call a foul on number 22, Ziegler.
Actually, they called a traveling call right there.
Called it on Kane. So, Picard to Fry. Fry to Halverson inside. Oh, Kelly Campbell underneath. Fights for that basket and gets it.
Campbell did a good job right
26-22.
there. She took that thing up strong, and she made a tough shot right there.
Now that 3 didn't work that time. And
you know, now that Jocelyn Carell is able to come back in this game, I think we're going to see Bear River push the ball a little bit more. And she's so quick and she can break that defense down so well. I think we might see him do a few different things here in the second quarter.
So that foul's on Nicole Elliott. It's her 3rd.
Now Bear River's in the double bonus here, which just means that Vanden has 10 team fouls. So instead of shooting 1 and 1, they get two foul shots now every time Vanden fouls them. So that's going to be big here with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And
our starters come back in. with Tawny Halverson, Becca Hobbs, Krill at the line, Jane Boyer, number 11. Jessica Picard is in the back. And she makes them both. So Jocelyn Krill with her first points of the game. Moody high, looking for Henry, didn't get it. Oh, rolls across the top. Tigner misses a shot. Now the Bruins will hold it up a little bit. Jane Boyer over to Picard. Tawny Halverson's in the middle open, but she takes a shot, misses it. Oh, nice rebound.
Great pass.
Oh, nice rebound by Krill. Just couldn't get the shot back out. Looked like it was Jane Boyer. Moody on the other end. And looks like they call a foul on Becca Hobbs underneath.
You know, most of these Vanden players seems like they're pretty much all right hand. I don't think I've seen anyone penetrate to their left. I think that's something Coach Gansky might address at halftime, is telling his girls, hey, when we're playing our man-to-man defense, let's force these girls to the left, make them beat us with their weak hand.
Misses the shot. Oh, two open, nice dish to Jessica. It's in. Nice basket. Long pass to Henry all the way down the floor. The pull-up from 10 feet is no good.
Tough shot by
That's a
Picard
rebound.
right there. That was a really tough shot. Great pass by Krill.
Jessica
tough
Picard
shot.
took the look inside that Tawny Halverson. A little short. Oh, Henry's been open all night on that right side, and she makes a shot.
And you know, every time, that's what Vanden's been doing, is they've been pushing the ball up the right side and trying to get a lot of layups off, and Bear River's just got to rotate back on defense.
Jane Boyer to Halverson. Halverson all the way back out. It's tipped by Moody. Jessica Picard almost traveled. Krill for three, and she's got it. (33-24) now with 3:38 left in the second period.
Tomorrow night, baby, it's on.
Henry makes the outside shot. 33-26 now, a 7-point advantage for the Lady Bruins.
Big play for you, Phil. I'll play for you.
Krill's got the hot hand. Not that time. Nice rebound by Jane Boyer, and the shot goes.
That's a good job by Bear River to get to the offensive boards. Come up with the rebound, and that was a tough shot by Jane Boyer, but a nice shot.
April Henry trying to work that glass. It won't go.
And you're getting to see a fairly high-scoring game. Both of these teams are really pushing the ball up the floor. And looking over at the bench, I see Vanden only has 4 players sitting on the bench, Bear River with about 10. So Bear River's a fairly deep team, and they should be able to bring in enough subs to keep fresh, and hopefully in the third and into the fourth quarter be able to push the lead out of reach for Vanden and just kind of run them into the ground.
Tigner makes the first. Well, the Vikings are really moving that ball up the right side, aren't they?
They are, and you know, they're sending a release person as soon as the shot goes up, and Bear River's not sending a release person back defensively, so that's probably an adjustment we'll see him make at halftime.
Tigner misses both of them. Picard, oh, what was that? Jane Boyer up for the rebound. 2 offensive rebounds on that. Jessica Picard for 3. No, error. Maybe they were just pressing a little too much on that, Jen.
Yeah, Jessica's been having such a fabulous game tonight, and it looked like she just pushed it a little far right there. She made a great move, ran into her own person, still tried to put the shot down, and then right then she took an open 3, just didn't get enough legs on it. She's probably getting a little bit tired running around doing everything out there.
Well, the Vikings call a timeout with 2:45 left in the second period. 35-26, a 9-point advantage for the Lady Bruins. Able to inch out a few more points there. 9 points is a nice lead, certainly not a comfortable lead, only in the second period.
Well, you know, actually it's a fairly high-scoring half. We've got almost 3 minutes to go. It's 35-26. I mean, we're looking at a game probably in the mid-70s, low 80s.
Oh, 18 fouls already.
There are definitely a lot of fouls. They're also pushing the ball up the floor a lot, so hopefully we continue to see this in the second half.
Vikings have the ball. Moody brings it up. Covered by Krill. Oh, nice pass underneath the Tegner. Tried to get it into Henry and it was stolen by Jessica Picard. Bryant all the way down by herself. Inside to Becca Hobbs. She gets the foul.
You know, Chelsea did a good job right there. She made a quick jump stop, made a good pass, instead of getting a little out of control and running into the defender, which is what Vanden's been doing all night. She did a good job of stopping, making a good pass, and Becca Hobbs was able to get the shot up.
The Vikings has only scored 4 points since their main scorer, Marcy Taylor, with 10 points in the game, and has been on the bench the last few minutes with 3 fouls.
And I'm not so sure we'll see her again this quarter. We probably won't see her until the second half, but the coach for Vanden doesn't want to see the lead get too big by Bear River, so he might take a little chance and bring her in with about a minute to go, and hopefully she can make something happen without getting into any more foul trouble.
Well, Becca Hobbs makes them both. She'll go out. Tawny Halverson will come back in with Eisenhower. Kelly Campbell sits down. We've got Eisenhower, Boyer, Chelsea Bryant, Jessica Picard, and Tawny Halverson.
Well, you know, Mark, Bear River's kind of built their lead here when they changed their defense. They switched into this half-court 1-3-1 instead of doing their full-court man-to-man pressure, and they've been able to create a lot of turnovers and come up with some loose balls.
April Henry bounces it off of Ziegler, and Picard gets the rebound. They'll give it to Liz Eisenhower, and she'll set it back up. Over to Picard. Picard to Boyer. Boyer. Oh, Tawny Halverson all by herself from 12 feet. Misses shot, and Henry gets the rebound. Off to Moody. Moody looking to get that ball back inside. They've been doing that all night. It's stolen by Tawny Halverson. Chelsea Bryant, 2-on-1.
Good pass by Chelsea right there. It looked like Jane Boyer just got a little bit ahead of herself. Kind of lost a little bit of control of the ball and just traveled before she could get that shot up.
2-on-1 turned into 3-on-1, and they missed that opportunity. So with 1:45 left, 37-26, an 11-point advantage for the Bruins. And Moody brings the ball into the right side to who else? April Henry. Double coverage, loses the ball to Jessica Picard. Oh, turns it right back over to Moody. And turns it back over to Jessica Picard. Great defense.
Yeah, Picard had a couple of great hustle plays right there, and you know, unfortunately she turned that first one over. Just got a little ahead of herself, but was fortunate to come back up with that ball and drop another foul against Vanden and go to the line for another 2 free throws.
So 1:29 now. We're spending this last 30 seconds underneath these baskets. Jessica Picard will shoot. She makes the first one. (39-26), 1:28. Over to Moody, back over to Kane. Kane to Henry. All the way across back to Moody. Looking for Ziegler underneath. She's not open, so Moody will take the 10-footer. No good. Tawny Halverson gets the rebound and then loses it. And Tigner pushed her out.
Well, you know, Bear River's doing a good job right now of doing the extra hustle. Both players going for the ball, and right there Tawny was able to come up with it. Just a little bit more effort, and Vanden's getting there a little bit late, getting frustrated. And now I see they've got 2 or 3 players right now with 3 fouls, and that's something that you definitely don't want if you're the Vanden side. But as far as Bear River goes, they're doing a good job of coming up with loose balls, and this is what they want. They're getting some easy points here, going to the free throw line with 2 shots every time. Able to build their lead, slowly but surely.
14-point advantage now. 1:14 left.
Well, from Coach Gansky's standpoint, Bear River's working hard on defense. They're able to come up with loose balls and then get some easy points without having to exert a lot of effort. They're getting to stand around, shoot some free throws, come up with points, and then exert all their energy on defense.
Coach Gansky wanted that call. He won't get it.
It definitely did look like it went off Vanden, but the referee did have a better angle than we did.
Oh, nice steal by Nicole Fry, looked like, yes. She'll take the shot. Nice little jumper. 42-26 now, a 16-point advantage with 53 seconds left here in this first half. Tigner looking to get it inside. Looks like they'll call the foul on Eisenhower. So Kim Tigner, forward for the Vikings. This Viking team has really gone flat since Marcy Taylor went out of the game early in the second period.
Well, you know, not only has she had to sit because of her 3 fouls, but when she comes back in, she will have been sitting for virtually an entire quarter, and that's going to be tough to come back in, get her legs going again, and get back into the flow of the game.
Oh. Jane Boyer just misses the pass, gets it to Tigner, who travels, doesn't get the call. Over to Moody. It's kind of hard to get these calls when you got a 16-point lead.
That's the second late call I've seen that ref make today. He waited until the rebound came down. It's almost like he forgot. Called Tawny Alverson for the foul.
42-28 now for the Lady Bruins. 14-point advantage. Tigner will take the shots.
What the heck kind of call was that?
Looks like the Lady Bruins are just starting to wear them down a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely are. And I think we're going to see more of that in the second half. Bear River's going to continue to push the ball up the floor, and it looks like they've been able to slow down that cherry-picking game where Vanden's releasing someone early and getting easy layups, but they've pretty much slowed that down now, and they've taken control of the tempo of the game.
Boyer looking for Fry. Fry looking to get it inside. She's got 2 defenders on her. She's still got the ball. She'll take it in herself. Little 6-footer's good. Nicole Fry.
It's a gutsy play right there. She almost lost the ball a couple times, but was able to hang in there and get a good shot up.
And Moody with the long one, not even close. So after 2 periods of play, halftime here at McCrory Gymnasium, it's 44-29, a 15-point advantage for your Lady Bruins.
And you know, Mark, if you're Coach Gansky, I think you're really excited about the way that the second quarter went. But you don't want to get too comfortable in your lead because you did have Marcy Taylor sitting on the bench for virtually in the entire second quarter. So you don't want to get too confident and complacent. You want to come out and play tough. You don't want to let her be able to come back in and change the tempo of the game back to Vanden's way. So I think they want to come out, continue to do the things they're doing, but try to just shut Marcy Taylor down and continue to pull away with their lead that they have right now at 15 points.
Well, Coach Houston won't be able to keep her out the second half. She's going to have to put Taylor back in there. She's going to have to be the catalyst for this Viking team if they want to get back in this game.
Well, and it's a tough call. You're in the playoffs, so it's do or die. But at the same time, you don't want to get rid of your best player early. So I think he did a good job of keeping her on the bench. I might have brought her back in at the end of the second quarter, but it's probably a safer play to wait until the third quarter to bring her in.
Coach Gansky's got a good job getting a lot of players in and out. No one's really spent a lot of time on the floor. They should come out fresh for the second half. Where, like I say, the Vikings, they're tired. They're looking tired.
Oh, they definitely are. And I think we're seeing that Vanden is a little more of the street style and athleticism out on the floor. And Gansky has such a well-coached, well-disciplined team that they're just able to do what they want on offense. They pass the ball around. They're patient. They set screens. They make cuts. And they do the little things that help a team win and a team to be successful instead of relying on one player, which Vanden virtually does by relying on Marcy Taylor.
Okay, well, here we are at halftime. It's 44-29 here at halftime. Lady Bruins over the Vanden Vikings. And let's go now to our own Touchdown Productions. And Brandy Ayler's on the floor. Brandy?
tonight is a very exciting game against Vanden. It's the first round of playoffs. It's our first playoff game. Next, if we win, we will play Center High School if they win at Center on Thursday at 7:30. There will be a Rooter bus. It'll be $5, and it will leave the school at 4 o'clock. For a seat on the bus, call 268-3700, extension 26. On Wednesday, the boys basketball will start their first round of playoffs, and they will host Highlands at 7:30. Their next game, if they win, will be Mariloma on Friday. Freshman softball will play Golden Sierra at home, and this is the first year for freshman softball and baseball teams. It's very exciting for them. Thursday, girls basketball will travel to a playoff game, probably Center. Boys tennis will be at NU. Boys golf will be at LOP against Casa Robles. JV and varsity baseball will go to Marysville for a pre-season game if it doesn't rain. And JV and varsity softball will scrimmage Nevada Union at NU. And girls soccer will be at Colfax for a game at 3:30. The wrestling team is heading to their CIF sections at Johansson High School in Modesto Friday and Saturday. 6 BR wrestlers qualified: Nathan Hodges, David Roberts, Brian Spolero, Mike Spolero, Justice Spillner, and Corey Rich. Saturday, the boys varsity basketball tournament is here. Their boys volleyball varsity tournament is here at Bear River. There will be open gym from 8 to 11 in the big gym. The February 19th Starlight Cabaret has been rescheduled for Friday, April 2nd at 7:30 in the Bear River MPR. Tickets are $5 in advance, $6 at the door. Tickets are available on Monday, March 29th, and our choir is getting ready to go to New York and perform at Carnegie Hall and St. Patrick's Cathedral. They leave Bear River on March 18th for this very exciting trip. And lastly, I'd like to congratulate Chelsea Bryant for being the Sacramento Bees Athlete of the Week. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Brandy. And you got a couple of good-looking guys chasing you out there. Is that anyone special there?
No.
That was
That's your
that was
standard answer when you're in high school. No.
that was a definitive no. So thank you very much, Brandy, as always. And halftime. 44-29, and we'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen, after a word from our sponsors. One or two.
The Nevada County Game of the Week is underwritten by the following merchants.
Liberty Motors, next to the Pine Creek Center. Liberty Motors is your locally owned and operated Dodge dealer. Come to test drive a new 1999 Dodge Durango. For great financing and service selection, it's Liberty Motors.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HBU Rentals behind the Sand Mounds on LeVar Meadows Road. Hanson Brothers Construction has years of experience for projects large and small.
Sherry DeJaneiro, your real estate professional at Century 21 Davis Realty. For your real estate needs, call Sherry DeJaneiro at 273-1848.
The Little Red Schoolhouse Educational Supply Store. The new used curriculum department is now open and ready to receive items that save you 50% on many great books and supplies.
Sierra Care Physicians, your healthcare specialists in Nevada County with 4 locations to serve you, including Lake of the Pines, featuring Catherine Stevens for women's healthcare specialist, Sierra Care Physicians.
And the House of Print and Copy, the official print and copy store of the Game of the Week, 11501 Nevada City Highway. The House of Print and Copy, 273-1000.
High Sierra Divers. Enjoy the world of scuba diving today. Get your lessons, equipment, and supplies from High Sierra Divers. In Auburn, call 823-6757. And, of course, as always, Touchdown Productions bringing you the Game of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, we're at halftime in this first-round playoff game, CIF San Joaquin section. Playoffs against the Bear River Bruins.
Well, you know, Mark, something else that everyone might not know is, I know it wasn't that long ago, but it sure seems like it when I was in high school. But I remember Division I was the only division that had 16 teams going to the section tournament. The other divisions had 12, and I think it's really neat that all 5 divisions now have 16 teams go. It kind of allows a lot more schools to get into the playoffs and get excited about high school basketball, and I think it's great.
Well, March Madness. As it
February,
were, he's here.
early March Madness.
Well, keep in mind we've got Nevada Union ladies. We have the Lady Bruins here. We have Lake Forest Christian, who are also in playoffs. And do we have any of the boys' teams in playoffs this
We
year?
have Bear River boys.
Bear River boys are in playoffs. So we've got 4 teams that we can actually cover playoff basketball here for you. I think Gilbert's got a special guest. We're going to talk to Terry Logue about baseball coming up in a few minutes. Hopefully we'll have a lot of opportunity to bring you some ball from Nevada Union and Bear River this year. The players are coming out for their warm-ups right now. Let's go ahead and get to Gilbert on the floor. Gilbert, you there?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mark. We're dragged Terry Logue over here. I saw him standing there with a bunch of guys. How you doing, Terry?
Fine. Trying to stay dry. Actually, today and yesterday has been pretty good.
Now, you're going to be doing some baseball this year. That's your other job besides football. How's the baseball shaping up here at Bear River?
Well, we actually had our first game today, believe it or not, and both the varsity and the JV won. For as much rain as we've had, I think Manny and I were both real happy that both teams played pretty well.
A tremendous amount of rain here. I remember last year we could hardly even do a game, and the only game we got to do was one of yours.
Yeah, I remember that day, and it rained that day. I didn't think we were going to get to play that day, but I guess if you live in the foothills, that's part of life, is rain in the springtime.
Not only was it rain that day, but it was freezing rain. There was hail coming down, and George Raff joined us in the broadcast booth that day. And I remember we were holding a touchdown production banner over us just to stay out of the hail.
Yeah, I do remember that day. And what I remember is it had been clear all day, and right about 3 o'clock is when it started hailing.
Well, hopefully we'll have a little bit drier weather. We'll be able to cover some more Bear River baseball. What does the team look like this year? You got some new kids coming up?
Yeah, we have a lot of young kids. Manny has 4 sophomores on the varsity, so our JV team, we're going to be a very young squad this year. We also have a freshman team for the first time this year, which will be exciting, and we won't have to cut a lot of kids that in the past we've had to cut.
How many boys are involved in the program?
We have about 32 for the JV and freshmen, and then I think Manny has 18 or 19 on the varsity.
So it's a pretty full squad.
Yeah, it's about 60, 55 kids.
That's great. Okay, well, we look forward to seeing you out there on the diamond, and of course next year on the football field.
All right, and it's a great game, and we'll see the boys' game tomorrow night. Thanks a lot.
All right, thanks a lot. Terry Logue there, varsity football coach, JV baseball coach, and just part of our spring offering that we'll be having for you here on the Nevada County Game of the Week is, as you know, we cover all the sports, not just the big popular ones like football and basketball, but we'll be there for some softball and baseball, try and squeeze in a few soccer games. So we're getting ready for third quarter action now in this very exciting first round playoff game. Scores 44-29. Let's throw it back to those stalwarts of broadcasting professionalism, Mark and Jen. Guys?
Thank you, Gilbert. And as the second half, third period gets underway, a quick scoring recap. Liz Eisenhower had 4 points. Jane Boyer had 4. Jessica Picard had 2, 4, 6, 7. Tony Halverson had 1. Becca Hobbs had 2. Chelsea Bryant had 5. Nicole Fry had 4. Campbell had 5. And Jocelyn Carell had 5. And that's spreading it around pretty good, Jen.
Yeah, they definitely are, and that's what's so great about Bear River is they're a real team-oriented team, and it's great to see them pass the ball around and share the wealth.
Well, the Vikings couldn't take care of any opportunities on the right-hand side, and Jane Boyer scores 2 points for Bear River.
Well,
opening minutes of the third period.
Bear River's back in their man-to-man defense. I think they really did a good job of taking advantage of Marcy Taylor being out of the game and doing their 1-3-1 and creating some turnovers. And now going back to their man-to-man, probably going to see them put a little more pressure on as far as 3 quarters and maybe even full court. But hopefully they won't get into foul trouble too early in this quarter.
Mitzi Moody, number 10. This is the first for the Vikings. They really need to come on hot here in this third period to make it a game. Otherwise, it's going to be the Bruins all the way.
Yeah, they definitely do. And it'll be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make here going into the beginning of the second half.
Well, remember, we're playing a number 5 seed against a number 12 seed, so it'd be kind of a serious upset if, in fact, the Vikings did pull off a victory.
Oh, most definitely. But anytime you're in a single elimination situation, anything can happen.
Marcy Thomas back in the game now, as expected, for the Vikings. Fighting hard underneath the basket. That's April Henry. Gets the rebound, and she'll get the opportunity to make it a three-pointer.
Well, Mark, that's what we saw in the beginning of the first half, too, is Vanden was able to get the ball inside, get a couple layup opportunities, keep coming up with offensive rebounds, and right there, Henry was able to put it back up, get the basket and the foul. And Bear River's going to have to address that issue. They need to box some people out, come up with early rebounds, and not give up a lot of second shots.
46-32 now, a 14-point advantage for the Lady Bruins. Henry makes the free throw. Jessica Picard hard under the basket, gets the shot and the foul.
You know, I think that's one of Jessica's biggest strengths as a basketball player is she just goes hard to the basket. And that's the second time tonight she's been able to draw the foul and get the bucket. And that was a tough shot right there. She took a hard foul. And, you know, that's a tougher play than it even looks like. And she did a really good job right there of just going hard to the basket, protecting the ball, not getting the basket down and getting the foul call.
Well, the second period, we watched her chasing down the court with 2 players on her, and she had a smile on her face. She's not intimidated by any of these Vikings.
No, she's not. And you know what? She's a warrior, and she wants to win, and she's going to give it everything she has out there.
So Moody gets a 10-footer. But there's Picard again underneath the basket, a little hard off the glass. It might have been Becca Hobbs.
Looks like Bear River might have gotten the short end of that call there, too, but they're doing a good job of hustling right now. They just need to keep their composure, and they'll stay right in the lead in this game.
Taylor inside to Ziegler. Ziegler has it stripped away by Hobbs. Becca Hobbs is playing one heck of a game tonight. Junior.
Yeah, Becca's a tough defender and a good rebounder. She just needs to get a little more physical in there, not let people push her around, but she's doing a really good job out there tonight.
Inside to Ziegler, who gets the 10-footer. Nice shot. Harrell's got the ball now for the Bruins. Over to Jane Boyer. Jane Boyer all the way across to Jessica Picard, to Chelsea Bryant in the corner. Back out to Picard. Picard to Carell. Carell to Jane Boyer for 3 off the back of the rim. She gets her own rebound on a tip.
Like Marcy Taylor might have gotten away with her 4th there, but Boyer did a good job of taking the ball up strong, just didn't get the foul call.
There's Marcy Taylor from about 18 feet. That girl's got a shot. Nice player. That's her 12th point of the game. 48-39 now.
It looks like the Vanden was just warned for a delay game because when the ball comes through the hoop, you can't touch it and knock the ball away from Bear River to keep them from pushing the ball up the floor. So that was a good warning there by the referees.
Well, the Vikings have knocked it down to 9-point lead now. Bruins have to be careful. In the corner to Becca Hobbs. She looks like she's going to take it. No. Oh!
You know, Vanden's just a lot more confident when they have Marcy Taylor on the floor. And she knocked the shot down right there, but she hasn't just totally taken over this second half like she did early in the game. And it just seems like overall as a team, they just have a lot more confidence when she's on the floor.
Nice no-look pass to Moody. Off the back. Ziegler gets a rebound, and it doesn't go. Jane Boyer fighting for that rebound. Becca Hobbs hits the floor, and it looks like someone may be hurt.
Yeah, Hobbs did a good job right there being tough and coming down with the ball, and that's a tough situation when you get tangled up with someone. She did a good job of keeping control and getting the jump ball call, and it's Bear River's possession.
Well, Nicole Elliott got hammered by 2 Bear River players, but she's okay. It'll be Bear River ball. Jocelyn Carell brings it in. Tony Halverson all the way back out. Bad pass. Marcy Taylor's got the ball. Jessica Picard steals it from her. She'll try and take it in. Now she goes back outside, gets it back out to Carell. Carell wanted to get back to Picard. She wasn't open. Over to Boyer. Boyer all the way across to Jessica Picard. She'll take it hard to the basket herself, and she's got it.
It's another great play by Picard right there to go hard to the basket and just take over and get a basket when they need it.
Moody all the way across to Thomas. Oh, nice no-look pass to Tony Halverson. Makes a shot. Just from outside the paint. 52-39 now. Back to a 13-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Vikings come right back. Oh.
It's a rather interesting call by that ref right there. It's kind of a quick jump ball call.
It settle down, right, everybody?
It didn't really look like Vanden had any significant possession of the ball right there to cause a tie-up, but the referee made the jump ball call, and now it's Vanden's ball. I thought Krill did a good job of penetrating right there, and I thought a no call would be fine, but nonetheless, it's a jump ball in Vanden's possession. Bear River's back in there 1-3-1 again, trying to create some turnovers.
Marcy Taylor out to Henry from the left now. Off the front of the rim. Oh, up hard for the rebound. Moody misses her shot. Chelsea Bryant comes down between two players. She's taken all the way down. Jessica Picard is open, but Bryant will take it to the basket. Has it tipped by Marcy Taylor.
And you know, Chelsea just tried to make the smart play right there by going hard to the basket because the defender didn't really commit. But I think if she would have pulled up for either a short jumper or maybe pulled up and faked the jumper and made the pass, it might have been a smarter play. But she did a good job. She tried to get Taylor to get her fourth foul called against her.
Carell for three.
To get it. Great shot by Jocelyn Carell right there from the corner.
That's her second third of the game. Moody for three. Oh! Blocked by Tony Halverson. And here comes Carell, hard down. Jessica Picard all the way over to Jane Boyer, who's going to take it in herself.
All the players on the floor right now thought there was a foul called against Vanden, and they called it traveling. Boyer did a good job of going hard to the basket.
55-41 now. Still that 14-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Moody from three. Off the back. Not even close. Chelsea Bryant all the way hard to Jessica Picard. She's underneath. Gets it to Jane Boyer. Goes in. What teamwork.
That was a great pass up the floor by Chelsea Bryant. She had her head up, and Picard was calling for the ball, and Picard did a good job of saving it, kicking it over for the tough shot, but it was able to go. Crowd was in a little bit of disagreement with that call.
16-point lead now for the Lady Bruins, 57-41 with 2:48 left in the third period.
And that's the third foul on Krill. And Coach Gansky's going to take her out here with only 2.5 minutes to go here. He just doesn't want her to pick up her fourth. That way she can come in the fourth quarter with no worries.
Liz Eisenhower comes in.
And Liz comes in, and she does a great job defensively, and she's such a smart player on offense.
Mitzi Moody. I think Mitzi Moody, number 10, has played the entire game for the Vikings.
I think she's the only starter that's not in foul trouble. I know Henry has 3, and we know that Taylor has 3. And I think Ziegler has 3.
23 Elliott. Ziegler is in the game with 3. April Henry and Marcy Taylor in the backcourt. Close to the backcourt. Tigner comes back in now. April Henry will sit down. Mitzi Moody. 57-42 now.
What I was starting to say a minute ago about Liz Eisenhower is, you know, when she comes in, she's not quite as quick as Jocelyn Carell, but she does such a good job as far as keeping everything composed on offense, and she's a really smart player, and you really don't lose anything when you bring her into the game.
Nicole Fry looking. Oh, Honey Halverson. I heard the hand over here, but they didn't call it. Tigner tries to inch it in there to Moody. Moody's got the ball. She'll take it to the basket. Jane Boyer knocks it out of bounds.
And Eisenhower does a great job on defense. If you watch, she always has her arms up when the ball's near, and she does a good job of tipping a lot of passes, which creates a lot of turnovers.
Marcy Taylor backs up. Without pass. She gets the ball back. She's at the top. She's looking to take it inside. She'll take the 10-foot jumper. It's good.
She is quite an athlete. She's made some tough shots tonight.
14 points for Marcy Taylor. Nicole Fry to Eisenhower all the way across to Jane Boyer. Little head fake. Wanted to take it inside. She gets it back out to Tawny Halverson. Back in the corner over Jane Boyer's head. A little anxious there, Jen.
Yeah, Bear River's trying to be patient and pass the ball around, and they're doing a good job. They just need to keep their composure and not try to force things.
Marcy Taylor Moody from 23 feet off the front of the rim. Well, 19-9. She was 4.5 feet behind that line, and
Well, and as a fan right now, everyone in the gym's moaning and groaning about this foul call. And as a fan, well, excuse me, as a coach, when you look up at the scoreboard and you see that Bear River has 6 fouls called against him this half, and Vanden has 1, you have to question if they're really seeing it both ways. And I think Bear River, you're going to see fouls start to even up a little bit. Bear River will start to get some calls.
Tawny Halverson steals the inside pass. The Bruins will have another opportunity to extend it. Back to 14. Eisenhower back over to Jane Boyer. Kelly Campbell in the corner. She'll take it hard to the basket. Oh, has it blocked by Ziegler. Moody will bring it up. 57-45. Ziegler underneath the basket by herself. She gets fouled. And hit on the hand by Tawny Halverson.
And that was Halverson's 3rd foul right there. I wasn't even so sure it was on Tawny. It didn't really look like she was that close in the play, but a good pass up the floor by Vanden right there to get an open look at the basket.
And Becca Hobbs will come in for Tawny Halverson now. She'll sit down with 3 fouls. Ziegler can make this a 10-point lead now for the Bruins. And she misses it. Oh! Marcia Taylor gets the rebound. Nothing but air. Kelly Campbell now. To get it out to Eisenhower. Eisenhower over to Boyer. Boyer looking to get it inside. Can't do it. Well, Kelly Campbell. Back out to Boyer. Boyer inside. Oh, back out to Nicole Fry. She had the shot. Didn't take it. Little tentative there, Kelly Campbell.
Yeah, and actually, Kim Tigner right there did a good job of jumping out in the passing lanes and didn't allow the pass to go right away. And it caused Campbell to hesitate and travel with the ball rather than turning it over. Rather than turning it over on the pass, she still turned it over, but...
57-46, an 11-point lead. Ziegler for 2, 9-point lead now. So the Bruins, who one time had a 14-point lead, it's back down to 11. Back down to 9. Eisenhower had the shot. Dishes back out to Jane Boyer. Takes a 12-footer. It's good.
Well, Coach Gansky's doing a good job right now. He's got some of his younger players in the game. Try to get them some playoff experience. Not just garbage minutes, but get them some good playing time. And at the same time, he's got a couple of seniors on the floor in Eisenhower. And, you know, he's doing a good job of kind of balancing it out. And at the same time, he's allowing Chelsea Bryant, Jocelyn Krill, and Jessica Picard to get some breather and take a little rest. So when they come in, they're fresh, and hopefully they can close it out early in the 4th quarter and put this lead far enough ahead that Vanden can't come back into this game and allow Gansky to put some more of his younger players in the game and get them some more playoff experience and go on to Thursday's game.
Boyer hitting that to end the third period. 59-48, an 11-point advantage going into this final and fourth period of this first-round playoff game. Hopefully we'll all end up at Arco Arena in 10 days.
Yeah, that'd be great to have both of those games going on at the same time. I know I'd like to go down and watch them both, and I think it'd be great for the community if both of them can make it back to the section championship again and both come away with championships.
What a fun opportunity for us, too, huh?
Oh, exactly. What better of a day could we have?
Yeah.
Bear River Championship, Nevada Union Championship on the game of the week. I guess it would have to be the games of the week, though.
Games of the week, yes. Eisenhower for three, off the front of the rim, tipped. Tipped by Ziegler to Henry. And now it's up to Marcy Taylor. Bounce pass to April. Henry takes a charge. No.
Yeah, that was really the right call there, though. You know, she didn't get her feet set early enough, Becca Hobson. She made the right play to try to get in front of Henry, but she just didn't get in front of her in time, and they almost collided midair. So I think the ref made the right call that time.
And I thought April Henry might have laid a hip into her there a little bit.
Well, and right now, another 2 fouls, and Vanden's going to be shooting 2 for the rest of the game. So Bear River needs to slow down in the foul situation, try to draw some fouls against Vanden. Right now, Vanden only has 1 team foul this half. And you know, they had their best player, Marcy Taylor, with 3 fouls coming into the beginning of the second half, and they haven't been able to draw 1 foul against her.
So that's 4 on Hobbs, and Tawny Halverson comes back in with 3. We've got Halverson, Picard, Chelsea Bryant, Kelly Campbell, Jocelyn Carell on for the Lady Bruins. Ziegler, Taylor, Tigner, and Henry with Moody in the back.
Vanden's got 3 of their key players in foul trouble, and Bear River has got to know that right now. And they need to take the ball hard to the basket, try to get some more fouls called. They're just settling for outside shots right now. They need to go hard to the basket.
Kelly Campbell to Jessica Picard, who was open for a second. She'll still take it hard to the basket. Oh, off the front.
And I think the best way that they're probably going to do that is put the ball in both Chelsea's hands and Jessica's hands, because they both like to penetrate and go hard to the hoop.
Marcy Taylor misses the 12-foot jumper. Tawny Halverson gets a rebound, and it's all the way down to Jessica Picard, who does a... Look to take it underneath the basket and dish it up.
Lady Bruins, number 12, Jessica Picard.
I'm sure some people watching right there saw Henry throw a couple elbows and might have wondered why she didn't get a foul called right there, but she does have the right to pivot through that traffic and protect the ball, and she did kind of get a little on the physical side of those elbows, but as a coach, that's what you want to see out there.
No problem for Picard. That's only her first foul of the game. April Henry makes the first.
Vanden started making those free throws, and they're creeping back in this game.
Jessica Picard's got 12 points in the game tonight. Jane Boyer's got 10. Chelsea Bryant comes down with that rebound. Look to take it. Carell back over to Campbell, back over to Picard, who takes the three-pointer off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound. She'll take it underneath. She's got it. Nobody blocked her out on that rebound at all, Jen.
No, and that's one of my favorite parts about Jessica's game, besides the fact that she goes hard to the basket, is she just hustles and hustles and comes up with loose balls that other people just are too lazy to go after.
Chelsea Bryant misses the long jumper. 61-51, a 10-point advantage for the Lady Bruins with 6:26 left. Moody pulls up. Now it's down to 8. Mitzi Moody. And the smart thing to do, Coach Gansky takes a timeout. 61-53, an 8-point advantage. And the smallest advantage they've had for, since the first period.
Yeah, in the second quarter, Bear River was able to build that lead with Marcy Taylor on the bench for Vanden. And, you know, we had talked about in the beginning of the second half that Bear River didn't want to let Marcy come in and change the tempo of this game, and she really hasn't taken over individually as much, but just her presence out there has really given Vanden a lot of confidence, and they look like a totally different team than we saw in the second quarter.
Well, I'm sure all the Bruins are really aware that she's on the court, and they've got to keep an eye on her, which can take away from the rest of their game.
Most definitely, and you know, Bear River just needs to keep in mind they are a better coached, more disciplined team, and just be confident out there. Don't be complacent. Just make the right decisions. And I mean, they have an 8-point lead with 6 minutes to go. Not that it's definitely not an insurmountable lead, but they need to know that they have been the better team for 3.5 quarters now, and just continue to be the better team for the next 6 minutes.
Picard, Krill, Campbell, Tony Halverson, Jessica Picard on the floor for the Bruins. Oh, nice inside pass to Kelly Campbell. She misses the shot. Oh, Chelsea Bryant steals the ball. Kelly Campbell's on the floor. Jump ball.
Good hustle right there by Campbell and Bryant. Bryant to knock it away, and Campbell did a great job of diving on the floor and coming up with part of that loose ball.
Great hustle by the Bruins. Marcy Taylor will take the ball out for the Vikings, right in front of us. It's inside to Tigler, back to Taylor. Over to Henry, who's now on that right side where she was earlier in the game. She got a backcourt foul here.
That was a tough shot by Jocelyn Krill right there, but a good job of keeping her composure, doing a 360 and knocking down the bank shot.
Henry looking to get it inside. It's stolen by Kelly Campbell. They'll not try to knock her out of bounds. They don't. Chelsea Bryant's got Jessica Picard. Oh, just too quick. Those girls are fighting for that ball. It looked like Jessica Picard pulled Shayna Keane right over the top of her on the floor.
Yeah, she's a tough competitor, and you know, just a second ago when Krill came up with that loose ball, it's a pass into the backcourt by Vanden. I think Vanden took it for granted that they were just going to jog back, pick it up, get the backcourt call, and Bear River take the ball out of bounds. But Krill did not give up. She hustled, beat him to the ball, and was able to come up with an easy basket.
Jane Boyer brings it inside to Jessica Picard under the basket. Little 6-footer in and out. Moody gets the rebound. Hard pass all the way up. Nicole Elliott.
And that was a great trap by Bear River, using the sideline as a defender and having 2 other people over there. And it caused Ziegler to have nowhere to go but step on the sideline. Turn it over.
Jocelyn Krill. Picard hard inside to Chelsea Bryant. Picard over. Oh, Krill for 3. Jane Boyer going after the rebound. Can't get it. Marcy Taylor travels. Oh, double dribble.
I still notice, Mark, Vanden only has 1 team foul called against him this half.
I was just looking at that, 9-1.
It's a little suspicious. That's a big shot by Chelsea right there. Extends the lead to 12 with 4.5 minutes to go.
So Jessica Picard reaching in, doesn't get the call. Moody takes it hard to the basket. She'll get it.
That was a great, strong move right there by Moody.
65-55.
Shot. But Jessica Picard is able to come back and take it strong to the basket, and that's exactly what Bear River needs right now. Is they need her aggressiveness to turn this game around and turn it back in their favor and just put Vanden away.
Jessica Picard was in the air when she received that ball. Tried to put it up at the same time, got hit at the same time. She'll shoot 2.
Well, possibly more importantly, she just drew that foul against Marcy Taylor, and that's her 4th. 1 more and she's gone.
Timeout, Gansky. No, timeout to Vikings. 66-55, an 11-point advantage with 4 minutes, 25 seconds left here in this 4th and final period of this first round. Game 1, Bear River Bruins
Yeah, and you normally won't see the referees grant a timeout like that when the free throw shooters already got possession of the ball, but the referees gave it to him, and Bear River still got one more free throw, though.
Well, we're kind of thinking with a 14-point lead early in that third period that they might close them out, but in fact, these Vikings have come back and have got it down to 8 points at one time. It's 11 now, but it's still not over by any means.
Yeah, they've really rallied back and stayed together, and there's still a lot of fight left in them.
Nice steal by Jane Boyer.
Good hustle by Chelsea Bryant. It looks like that's going to be number 5 on Tawny Halverson.
Jamila Ziegler passed it over to Kim Tigner, and Tigner did get hit.
I'm sorry, that's only her 4th.
Yeah, I thought it was 5 too. So 4 on Halverson. Becca Hobbs on the bench with 4.
Well, you know, Vanden's really been able to stay in this game at the free throw line. They have knocked down, I can remember very few free throws that they've missed this half. And that's really made a big difference in this game.
So Tigner makes them 67-57. It's a 10-point advantage now. Makes the second. Marcy Taylor makes the steal. Jessica Picard is all over her.
And there's Picard again coming up with the hustle points. Able to knock that ball away and come up with the jump ball, and that was a great job by Picard.
Well, I'll tell you what, without Jessica Picard in this game, it could be a lot closer. She's just all over the place.
She definitely likes to do the hustle things, the little things that help you win. You know, she's not just a three-point shooter who stands around, knocks down threes, doesn't do much else. She hustles out there, plays good defense.
All
makes
5'5" of her, yeah. Mitzi Moody has had that shot too many times tonight, and she's missed it. Tawny Halverson comes down with the rebound.
It's a great, tough rebound by Tawny Halverson right there. Pivoted away from the defense and stayed tough with the ball.
Carell to Boyer. Boyer to Picard. Picard looked to take the shot. She gets to Chelsea Bryant in the corner with it. Back over. Jocelyn Carell back out to Jane Boyer now on the right-hand side.
Bear River's probably going to be smart right here and run some time off the clock instead of just rushing shots up.
Oh, Chelsea Bryant had the open shot, missed it. April Henry gets the rebound. 67-57, 3:21 left in the fourth period. Marcy Taylor, the jumper. Well, that'll be 5, Jen.
Yeah, that's definitely number 5 this time. And that's too bad. That was good hustle on her part. They just kind of collided, and a lot of times referees will let that go as a no call, but it's number 5 on Tawny, and you know, she needs to be proud of herself. She had a good game tonight. She hustled. She got a lot of key rebounds. She definitely helped Bear River a lot tonight.
Well, she's been fighting hard for those rebounds underneath the basket all night long. She'll lead the game. Becca Hobbs will come back in, who's got 4 fouls herself. So Tawny Halverson sits down after fouling out of the game. Kim Tigner wants to get this game down to 9, and she does. 67-58. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. And she misses the first. Oh, Henry comes up over the top. April Henry comes over the top of Chelsea Bryant.
And Chelsea did a good job of getting enough body to where Henry would get that foul call. And that was a good job. Finally, Bear River gets another team foul called against Vanden.
Jocelyn Carell to Picard. Picard to Boyer. Boyer in the corner to Hobbs. All the way across to Picard. Picard back out to Carell. Carell has it tipped by Marcy Taylor. Jessica Picard is there like she's been all night. Blows past Tigner. She might take it all the way to the basket. Dishes it all the way across to Chelsea Bryant. Yes!
Tough shot right there. Looked like Marcy Taylor might even had a hand on her wrist, but that was a tough shot by Chelsea. Did a good job knocking it down. Definitely was a 3-second violation of the paint by Vanden. They got away with by a couple players on that possession.
Yeah. April Henry had that ball.
Coach Gansky's going to take a 20-second timeout right now.
69-58, an 11-point advantage for the Lady Bruins with 2:26 left. And I don't think we've seen a three-pointer in the second half, have we?
I think we saw one early on by Krill early in the third quarter, and
Jocelyn's got 2 3-pointers tonight.
After that, I don't think we've seen one.
2 by Krill, 1 by Kelly Campbell. That's it.
And I don't think we've seen Vanden knock down any threes tonight, as a matter of fact. Seen him take a few, but I don't remember seeing him knock down any threes.
I got Marcy Taylor with 14 points. She has 4 fouls. April Henry. Just a reminder. Oh, and April Henry, who had an opportunity to get it back to 10, misses the first. And she'll make the second. 69-59. 2:25 left. Carell to Picard. Picard back to Carell. Carell to Boyer. Moving that ball around nicely. Jane Boyer all the way across to Picard. Inside to Becca Hobbs, who makes a shot. Great ball movement.
Great pass by Picard. Taylor's just able to come down and knock down another quick 2.
That's off the glass. Boyer all the way across to Carell. Carell looking at it. She'll take it. It's 3. It's in and out. I thought she had that. There's Henry. April Henry all by herself. 63-71 now, an 8-point advantage. Bruins don't really need to
calm
press.
down a little bit.
Looks like they're pressing a little bit.
You know, they've got a lot of fouls to give right now. You know, I think Vanden would be a little smarter to kind of go for the steal, and if they get called for the foul, no big deal, nothing hurt. But you need to go for the steal a little bit, not just run into her.
That's Tigner's third foul.
See, that's a much smarter play by Taylor right there. Go for the steal.
Marcy Taylor. Back out to Henry. Henry to Moody. Moody's been taking it hard all night. She'll do it again, and it's in and out. Oh! Tigner gets a rebound. No good. Becca Hobbs got buried trying to make the pass. She'll bring it in out of bounds. 71-63 with 1:05 left in the contest. Full court pressure. Picard to Boyer. Boyer, Becca Hobbs in the corner, all the way back out to Carell.
Great decisions by Bear River right here to not take any shots, pass the ball around. They want to run the shot clock down to under 10, and they're doing a great job of that right now.
Round and round they go. They wasted about 15 seconds off that clock.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to run some time off the clock so that you're taking all that time away from Vanden to be able to come back in the game, and that's a smart job by Coach Gansky and the Bruins.
Boyer, Hobbs, Bryant, Carell, and Picard on for the Lady Bruins. Tigner, Vasquez, number 4 in for the Vikings. That's her first time in tonight.
It looks like there's either a question on who the foul was on over at the scorer's table, or possibly the number of team fouls as far as if Bear River's going to the free throw line to shoot 1-on-1 or not. So it looks like the referee's over there discussing it with the official scorekeeper and trying to sort all this out.
Tigner, Taylor, Ziegler, Moody, and Vasquez on for the Vikings. Jane Boyer all the way out. Calling it a number 4, Gilbert.
That was a hold on the cut to the basket. And as far as Vanden goes, they're probably excited about that. No time went off the clock. They got the foul call. And now Bear River's going to the line to shoot 1-on-1. And Vanden's hoping that she misses the front end right now so that they can go down and try to cut the lead down to 6. But Bear River as a team is generally a pretty good free throw shooting team. So I think we'll see Bear River maybe be able to put this game away, hopefully, at the line right now.
Jocelyn Carell with 8 points in the game, 2 threes and a couple of free throws. She's made both that she's thrown. He makes the first.
Let's go, Jocelyn!
72-63, 50 seconds left in the game.
And that's a lane violation because she lost control of the ball right there.
Explain that.
Well, actually, they didn't call it because apparently it wasn't a good pass by the referee. So this one referee was blocking our view. I thought that Jocelyn just lost control of the ball, but
she makes them both. Back to a 10-point lead, 73-63, 45 seconds now. And who else has got the ball but Marcy Taylor? Moody from about 30 feet. Oh! Mitzi Moody from about 30 feet with the hoper, and it went in. Jessica Picard back out to Carell. Carell to Chelsea Bryant from about 30 feet.
Great
all the way
job
across
by
to Jane
Bear
Boyer.
River.
Little head fake.
And that's a great job by Bear River. They ran an extra 10 seconds off the clock right there while Vanden was running around trying to foul him. And Vanden just wasn't able to catch up with the ball.
That's the second time Mitzi Moody's thrown it up like that.
And you know, when she shoots it from 19.9, which is the length of the three-point line, she's long by about 2 feet and gets nothing but glass. Apparently, she needs to shoot that three-point shot from that distance every time.
I don't think 30 feet was that far off. Jane Boyer. So she gets one back, 74-66 now, back to an 8-point advantage. 25 seconds left.
And I think she hit that shot from even deeper than Brian Hodges.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
I'll still take Hodges in a shootout.
Give Mitzi Moody. She's been in the entire game tonight. She's played a pretty good game. She's several times she's had opportunities right underneath the basket, just missed an easy shot.
And she hasn't. She's been a hustler and a warrior out there, and she's done a good job tonight.
Marcy Taylor wanting to take it up. I think she likes that jumper instead of taking it to the basket. She'll get it back to Moody, who makes those 30-footers. There's a 24. No good. So they want her to have that hot hand from the three-point. Didn't go that time. 74-66, 10 seconds left, and the eggs are cold.
And you see Coach Gansky putting another guard in the game with Liz Eisenhower so that he has some more people who can dribble through and run some more time off the clock.
And Jessica will get fouled by Mitzi Moody. 7 seconds left.
Well, that was kind of a bizarre call by the referee right there for an intentional foul. It did kind of look, I mean, everyone in the gym knows that they're trying to foul, but I didn't think that was blatantly intentional. There was no way that Jessica was going to get hurt, and she was going for the ball. It definitely should have been a foul call. I'm just not so sure that you call that intentional foul at this stage in the game.
74-66, an 8-point advantage with 7 seconds left. 9-point advantage now. Gilbert, the jello is jiggling and the door is closed. She makes them both. What a game Jessica Picard has had tonight.
Yeah, she has. And, you know, although I question that call by the referee, it really is a big break for Bear River right now. It just was, they were able to extend their lead to 10 right there at the free throws, and they have the ball out of bounds. Basically no way that Vanda can get back in this game now.
Oh, nice inbounds pass to Chelsea Bryant. She makes it. That's it.
And you know, Mark, that was actually a great way for these two to be able to end their career playing here in McCrory Gym. It's Jessica Picard passing it inside to Chelsea Bryant. And you know how many games they've played together and what a great career they've had here at Bear River. And that was a great way for both of them to end that.
Well, tonight, the Bear River Bruins come out with a victory, 78-66. Maybe not as impressive as Coach Gansky would have liked. 12 points is 12 points, but they left the door open early in that fourth quarter. Fourth period, the Vikings got it down to 8 points, 7 points at one time after that three-pointer by Mitzi Moody. But the Bruins were able to pull it out.
Yeah, you know, I think if you're Coach Gansky, you're happy with the way your team played offensively. I mean, you put 78 points on the board. A lot of those in the first half came from the free throw line, and even a lot of those towards the end of the game here. But they were able to push the ball up the floor, which is what Bear River likes to do. They like to run. They like to shoot a lot of layups. And they want to throw a lot of points on the board, and they were able to do that tonight. So from an offensive standpoint, I think they're really happy with what they did. And, you know, I haven't seen them play their 1-3-1 defense at all this year. And they came out and they did a great job running that 1-3-1, especially in the second quarter. It created a lot of problems for Vanden. They weren't sure quite how to attack it, and when they didn't have Marcy Taylor in the game, they weren't sure what to do. And, you know, they didn't maybe beat Vanden by 20 and 30 points, which they're used to doing in the first round of the section playoffs, but I think they still had a good, strong game tonight.
Well, the final score is 78-66, and in all probability, Bear River, who definitely does move on, will probably play center, who earlier this year they lost to by 5 points. And I believe, did they play that game at center, or did they play that here?
You know, I'm not sure where they played that game.
I think they may have played that game at center, and they lost it by 5. But in any event, doesn't matter. They move on to the second round. We've got about a minute left here in our telecast.
You see Jessica Picard here on our monitor, was just getting interviewed by a newspaper. Just nice. She had a great game tonight. Great all-around effort. I think it's the best game I've seen her play that we've done on TV this year. She was
all
game.
over the place tonight, and she's going to need to beat center on Thursday night. Anyway, thanks to a great crew tonight, Casey, Lynn, Marissa, and of course Gilbert and Corey in the trailer. I'm Mark Wall for Jen Krill. See you Thursday.
All right. See you
Good night, everybody.